I saw on Twitter some Giants beat writer saying that Brian Daboll had the opportunity to say that Russell Wilson was going to start next week and just didn't. So we'll see how this situation unfolds.
It wasn't something on Twitter. It was Brian Daboll.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I heard it. He said it.
I'm just not seeing any major headlines but I guess that those might be
one of the Rappaport or Schefter already said it.
Okay. I guess it's
I think we know the problem now. At least we've learned that the problem with the Giants over the last 5 years has not been Daniel Jones.
It's Andrew Thomas. It's the whole thing. They're at Dallas next week. One of the easiest games on their schedule.
They should start Dart and just see what he can do against that defense.
You cannot start Dart until Thomas is okay.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair.
Thomas Schaefer. Running back news. Josh Jacobs has scored a touchdown in 9 consecutive games, and luckily I don't think we have any other running back news. Wide receiver news. Puka Nacua was evaluated for a concussion, but he returned. But Juwan Jennings left in the fourth quarter. He did not return. Xavier Worthy dislocated his shoulder. We don't have a timetable on this, do we?
I would guess that they haven't addressed the media yet, right? Since going to Brazil.
The speculation I've seen is 4 to 17 weeks.
You see the NFL memes account that when Taylor Swift was on the podcast and she said she went crazy for Xavier Worthy, and then Travis Kelce knocked him out.
Jalen Waddle left, but he returned. Chris Olave left, but he returned. George Kittle left, but did not return. So the 49ers are back to being the Niners. They somehow won this game because Tariq Woolen could not judge 2 balls that were in the air and let them both be catches. But George Kittle left with a hamstring injury, and Juwan Jennings left. So they're at New Orleans next week.
I'd be very surprised if Kittle plays next week.
Yeah. Evan Ingram limped off. Brock Bowers.
The line of scrimmage.
Brock Bowers says he's fine. They got the Chargers next week. Big game there. A couple of 1-0 teams. A lot of offensive line injuries.
You missed Drake London, right? Or you said it already?
No, I didn't. He got hurt.
Yep.
Drake London got hurt. According to one of those insiders, he's day-to-day. Ian Rapport, London suffered a shoulder. It was the play where he almost had the touchdown at the end of the game. Day-to-day as of now, he'll have more tests, but initial good news on Atlanta Star, who was ruled out earlier today.
And Brock Bowers is fine, right?
Yeah,
he said he was fine after the game.
The offensive line, I'll go through it tomorrow. Won't waste our time. And the same with defense. All right. Early waiver wire. Who's jumping out at you guys? Early waiver wire candidates.
I mean, there's so many wide receivers. Marquise Brown's got to be number 1.
Not Quentin Johnston?
I'd put him number 2.
I'd put Keenan number 2. Johnston after him.
Actually, I do have Keenan ahead of Johnson. I forgot Keenan was that low rostered.
Keenan Allen is 60% rostered. Quentin Johnston, 36%. Marquise Brown, I think, is barely rostered. He's where are you, Marquise Brown? He whatever. I can't find it, but he's not that rostered. Okay.
And then there's just every tight end.
Yeah, right.
In the world.
Juwan Johnson. I mean, look, some of them put up big numbers, some of them did not, but like Brenton Strange in the beginning of the game was just every target from Trevor Lawrence. Hunter Henry had a good game. Harold Fannin.
Yeah, Fannin. Yeah, obviously that's what I was thinking.
Thanks a lot, Heath.
Yeah, he's Heath manifested it.
Yep,
he manifested winning the lottery.
I could have just manifested Brock Bowers playing 4 quarters, so he could have scored 20 fantasy points.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Hollywood Brown's got to be number 1.
And Dylan Sampson, I think, will be up there. He's 64% rostered, so we'll see. But no, when I give roster percentages, by the way, those are in CBS leagues. CBS, most leagues are 12. Most of our leagues are 12-team leagues. It's the default. Yahoo, ESPN, going to find a lot more 10-team leagues. So a guy like Dylan Sampson, I wouldn't be surprised if he's 30% rostered on other websites.
Don't go add Daniel Jones.
No?
They play the Broncos next week.
And at Tennessee, at the Rams, it gets a lot harder. But he scored 31.5 fantasy points against
He was good.
He was.
I think the Dolphins are the worst team in the NFL.
They might be.
It's bad.
I was funny. I was listening to Fox Sports Radio while I was racing here to get here on time, and I was delayed. And Adam Kaplan, who does a great job for them, covers the NFL, was saying, and I just thought of Adam, and it's not your fault, Adam, because we all have made stupid calls like this, but he said, I can't imagine anybody picking the Dolphins to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And this is a lower priority. Like everybody else goes and gets their guys and you miss them. make sure Trey Benson's rostered. He was very good today, and James Conner is old and has an injury history.
Yeah, I would say the same with Kendrick Miller. Not that he was good, but
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So waiver wire shows on Tuesday. Let's get to our big winners here.
I believe though, for looking for waiver wire advice, I don't know who's going to do it with me, but Thomas has me doing an express episode tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, we'll be doing that. One of us will be doing that with Jamie.